Hey, it's Edge here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for YEARN.FINANCE with the ticker YFI. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios a price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Before getting into the video or analysis itself, I want to mention that this asset was voted for in the Discord to be covered next, so here it is. If you want to vote or have a say for the next asset that I cover or create an analysis for, join the Discord. On this video, let's take a look at the different possibilities on higher time frame, and of course we're going to be diving deep into the substructures and the structures currently in the later part of the video. But starting here on weekly time frame, what is noteworthy to me at least is this there we go, is that we have this trend line drawn on RSI, two pivots from between these highs, and we can see that we are right around that tapping it. Most likely last week we were trying to get above it, but now resisted with a close, and now most likely having a high chance of reverting back downwards. Now that is on very high time frame. Let's take a look at the daily. We can see that we are having massive divergence here on daily between these highs here and, well, you see it, these highs here, and that would be these highs. So divergence in price and RSI, that is just massive. Definitely worth taking a look. On my indicator, last time we had a sell signal was around August 2021 here on YFI, and we did quite a bit, 90% down move. I'm not expecting that much, but I am still expecting quite some dump here. Now let's take a look at the actual counts themselves. This is a bit different one. Generally, I would be very surprised if this structure is impulsive. We don't know for sure, of course. We don't know what is behind here, if there is anything. This can be either an A, B, and C. For this, I wanted to create the count on arithmetic scale, as that would give us some kind of 5-way impulse here, having a possibility of this being a 3, 4, and 5. Even though I have not labeled it in, but it is possible that this is some kind of 3, 4, and 5. That is the only way I can feel or see that this whole structure would be impulsive before here, and now this would be just riding some kind of correction wave afterwards, and then again pumping way higher. At the moment we just don't have the data though. We can see on RSI we did have a peak here on 3rd basically. I definitely can see that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3-way back, and then again a possible expanding diagonal here into the 5th. Of course, it is possible, again, to have the same structure as an A wave, B wave, and C wave. We just don't know what is behind here. But those are the higher time frame options I have for this part of the structure. Now, the longer part of this whole chart is the correction. Again, unfortunately, we have multiple ways of looking at this. Let's go through this again on smaller time frame, starting with 2 hour. We can see that we have this as, why is this not working? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into a possible 1 wave or an A wave. Wave 1 is obviously way more bearish. A wave is giving us some kind of zigzag pattern for this possible structure that we're coming down. Just wanted to zoom in for that part, and then we can take a look at this higher. Oh, that's why I had it separate. So this would be A wave, then A, 3-way structure into B, very sideways channel. It is very hard to get any kind of impulse wave structure here, and we don't need it. We can have this as an A, B, and C. We can have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would complete the C wave here, which would be just completely fine. On a logarithmic scale, we do get to the 382 here for the retracement, so it is valid to have the B wave here as well, and of course wave 2 as well. Then we can have again another scenario where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into wave 1, A, B, C into wave 2, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On higher time frame, if we are looking at this, we can see that wave 3 has the lowest RSI, which would make sense as for a wave 3. Now, since then, we've had a massive pump here. However, I have to say that it is looking like it is 3 waves. Let's go to a smaller time frame to see the structures. And here I've labeled this as an ABC into W, nope, there we go, that would be ABC into X, and then again ABC here. However, we can see that the extensions for the C wave are just astronomical on both arithmetic and logarithmic scale. That would lead me to believe that there is a chance that this whole structure is impulsive overall, although the first wave here definitely feels more like 3 waves. But there is a chance. In the point of view where we are looking at this like so, it does not make sense that wave C is this massive. However, some of these coins that have done these massive rallies before can just pivot like this and just makes no sense even on logarithmic scale. I've seen this on some coins, but this is very, very max. On expanding flats, we could see 2.618 on Bitcoin, but 3.236 on zigzags. Oof, that doesn't make too much sense to me. But that is one way to label this, and we have had bearish divergences on these highs, so it would entail that this is some kind of wave 5 inside here. Also, it is very high on the RSI, so as long as we don't get back to this possible wave 1 area here, we could have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's possible. As long as we don't get back to the wave 1 area here, we can have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That would be massive. But again, currently, at the moment, it does entail or look more like a 3-way structure. Now, this 3-way structure or look fits the idea that this is a wave 4. Now, here comes the problem with this count overall. If you're looking at this on logarithmic scale, the wave 4 goes well beyond the 0.5 retracement of this third move. And that doesn't make any sense. However, if we are turning off logarithmic scale and go back to arithmetic, what do we have here? 0.5. Suddenly makes some sense. However, it doesn't make sense on this lower time frame either again. If, however, we can get 5 waves in here, 5, 3, and well, at that point we would have to say that this is a 3-way structure like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is another way of labeling this whole thing, A, B, and C. That would get us to the wave 4, and then we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure in here. That would make some sense to me. Okay, enough of that. But again, on this possibility or this count, we have this as a possible end here. So we did have two different divergences here. One with the higher time frame, one with the lower time frame. Makes sense. Definitely something ended here. Just not sure what. Okay, let's go through the other option here, which is a WXY count. And then take a look at the overall structures again to make sure we got it down. So in this one, we have a 3-way structure into W. It is possible here to have an ABC into W, 3 ways into X, and then 3 ways into Y. It is very small, however, the wave W, let me go and show it to you. Would be nice, so nice to have some options where to zoom in. But something like this. I've labeled this as an ABC like so, 3 ways into X and then 3 ways into wave Y. Not pretty, but I feel like it is possible. This is the count, that is the bullish one. In this one, we have the exactly same structure here in the middle, a three-way structure, A, B, and C. But instead, because this is on the other count, this was wave 2. We don't need to be looking for 5 waves in here. Instead, we can be looking at 3 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the exactly same structure that we have on the other count that I showed you, where we had A, B, C on higher time frame. But again, at that point, we would have this as a 1, 2, 3. This definitely has very good looking structures overall. And we are just short of the 1-to-1 extension. But this is the count that I feel like if we are going to be having this as a 5-way structure instead of this current 3, this is going to be the one that we're going to go with. This doesn't need any new lows to be made, so it is definitely possible. Which do I prefer? That is a hard question. At the moment, I do prefer the idea that I had here, that we're going to be looking for one more low. That would get us the wave 5 to end the wave C. Let's take a look at the targets here for the possible wave 5. We can see that, let's see, this should be yellow. There we go. We don't have too much extension here on the wave 3. We do get beyond the 1.618. So again, we don't really need to be looking for extension. But again, wave 4 is so large that I feel like it makes kind of sense to take a look at the targets it is presenting. Wave 3 extended. Whoa. That is going to be some massive wave 5 if that is going to be happening. $1,300. I don't really think that is going to be happening. So let's take a look at the other measurements. That is again pivoted and comparing the wave 5 to wave 1 here. And these would be the targets. 1.618 would be around $3,200. That would sweep the current lows, most likely give us divergence as we had a massive structure here coming down and creating these lows here. And currently we are already in very oversold areas, so I would be very surprised if we are not going to have divergence there. But yeah, overall expectations, whatever this is, I'm going to be thinking that we are going to be coming crashing down one way or another. If not, then we're going to be doing this for a week or two, I feel like. Because the amount of pressure we had here upwards is so significant that I would be definitely expecting some kind of sideways correction if we are going to be looking for that 5th up higher with the other count, with this one, where we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, this is my views on YFI at the moment. If you made it this far, I would appreciate the likes and link to my free Discord server in the description below if you want to be sharing some charts or give different opinions about this chart here. But again, thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Bye bye.